Reactor. Roll off.
What's up, Reactorites? I'm John.
And I'm Alger.
And we just came out of watching Assassin's Creed, the movie, starring Michael Fassbender. And what are your thoughts?
Well, we know a lot of us were looking forward to this becoming the breakthrough. Well, I don't want to say a lot of us. I say
a lot of fans, a lot of video game fans, they want that movie to break the video game curse. And so far, I don't think we've reached that yet. Like, the movie we had so far was Warcraft, and that one had mixed reviews. And then we have Assassin's Creed, and, you know, I have hope, but I don't think this movie is quite there yet in terms of just breaking the curse. It's one of the better video game movies out there.
Actually, I think it's one of the best video.
One of the
games.
best. What about the Legend of Chun-Li?
Get out of here, man. Legend of Chun-Li? Are you serious?
Tekken. Dead or alive? No.
But in all seriousness, this movie is actually one of the best video game adaptations, at least. And I say that loosely.
Yeah.
I mean, because it was serious. It knew it was serious. It was trying to go forward with a story that a lot of us know, especially if you're an Assassin's Creed fan.
Yeah. So yeah, if you played the Assassin's Creed game, you know the story of Desmond Miles. He's in the Abstergo building, correct, and he has to go into the Animus. Correct. And there are a lot of parallels with Desmond and with the character of Callum Lynch, played by Michael Fassbender. Callum Lynch, he's in the Abstergo building. He's being forced to use the Animus machine by scientists, and they want to use him to look for the Apple of Eden. And this is like a powerful tool, a powerful weapon that they can use, the Templars. And so they want that. And here he's kind of clueless about the whole thing. So we're kind of discovering with him, with the Templars and the Assassins, what they're all about.
They kind of give a quick synopsis in the beginning to give that idea.
Yeah.
However, the movie itself seems kind of disjointed. Now, don't get me wrong. Again, that doesn't mean it's a terrible movie. The Assassin's Creed scenes, especially when when it takes you back to 1492.
Yeah,
they really captured the Inquisition. Like, it felt very dark. It felt very ominous,
and it felt very authentic, especially when they have the characters speak Spanish, and that was pretty cool. So there was subtitles, and even Callum Lynch's ancestor Aguilar, he's speaking Spanish, and it just adds for more authenticity.
Yeah. But again, it felt a little broken. The dialogue, especially when it took to modern day, some of the dialogue felt kind of, it just didn't feel it felt weird. It just I was pointing this out to John, but it seemed like they were just forcing in quotes from the game, or at least trying to be deep when it didn't need to be.
So, for certain scenes,
certain scenes, it just felt really strange.
I think for me, the action scenes, the parkour, like, you enjoyed the action scenes. That's like one of the coolest moments in the film, and just seeing the quick cuts and just the assassins just handling their business. That was just cool to watch, like, in live action. The Animus machine can take the person and have them revisit their ancestors' memories, so they can, like, actually feel like they're reliving the past.
Exactly. I mean, if you've never played the Assassin's Creed games, that's a good gist of it. They kind of changed the way the machine looks, at least in a movie.
Oh yeah, it's definitely different, because in the video game it's kind of like a flat bed and very modernized, and you just put your head on the thing, and the machine just it seems very comfortable.
Yeah, you basically you're like laying down on a gurney, and it reads your brain.
Yeah, and here it's a machine. It's like an arm that grabs the waist, and then you have the wires coming into the back of the neck, which is very similar to the Matrix with the plugging in. Mm-hmm. So here it's like a chamber, and whatever the person does in the past memory, he's actually doing it in real life. So Aguilar is killing someone, and Callum Lynch, he's imagining that he's killing someone.
He's
You know,
actually
he's miming it.
Yeah, he's doing the movements, but
Yeah.
I guess you would call it, if you watch Star Trek, it would be similar to like a holodeck. He's moving around it, and the Animus basically is just this gigantic arm that like grabs around the waist in a way.
Yeah,
It gives him freedom of movement.
Freedom of movement to make him feel like he's actually there.
Yeah.
So that was really cool. I like that version of the Animus because it's just, it feels like it's more hardcore, very high tech instead of something very simple like anyone can do.
Yeah, they made it more, I guess, in a way immersive. So it gives it a little bit of flair instead of Fassbender just laying down and we're back in Aguilar's age now.
Oh yeah.
I guess so. Yeah, it gives it a good look.
Yeah, and
Music.
So music is
The
great.
music.
Yeah.
I love the music. The music was great. I felt like I was part of it as when they were running through the rooftops and whatnot. Yeah, it really gets you hyped during those Spanish Inquisition scenes. Modern day. I love the music still, but modern day just anyway. Go ahead.
Yeah. And so let's talk about the characters. You got Callum Lynch, and then you also have Sophia, who works for Abstergo. She's trying to comfort him, and you know we're here. We're trying to help you, Callum, and you just have to go in this machine that takes you to the past, and sometimes you have the bleeding effect.
Yeah, like the way she explains it, I don't know. Did you feel that? Like it felt kind of strange, didn't it?
Yeah, because she's a stranger to him and distant, but she's just trying to be comforting. But like having the movie go back and forth, I think it's very tough to make a movie out of it. As a video game franchise, you can do that. You can spend hours on going to the past, like the Crusades or the Renaissance. But here it's like a movie that's 2 hours and trying to cram all that in together, the past and the present. It's gonna, the character development's gonna suffer.
I was kind of saying this before to John also after the movie, because Assassin's Creed. I'm not just talking about this movie, but the Assassin's Creed storyline is so gigantic and so immersive. There's just so much stuff to keep track of. This movie, if they were trying to introduce this to the general audience, I think they should have kept it either or made it into a Netflix series, which would have been great.
Yeah, it would have been better as a Netflix series, just to flesh out the characters, their motives, and just having more time to learn about the supporting characters. Here, the supporting characters.
Yeah, I'm gonna say they shoved too much stuff. It felt like they were trying to shove too much stuff into one movie, and I hate to do this, but it was like Batman vs Superman. It was just too much stuff in one movie. But anyway, if it was a series, I think it would be a whole lot better. But I mean, they chose to go with a movie, and this is the final product. One of the problems with that is, again, because of Assassin's Creed, a massive amount of storyline and characters, in this movie itself, you tend to not care about the other characters.
Yeah.
You're like,
and sometimes you're questioning, like, wait a minute, why is this character doing this all of a sudden? Like, there really isn't a fleshed out setup for it.
Exactly. Like, he gets helpers later, and you're like, who are you? Why are you here?
Yeah.
Like, okay.
Yeah. But for fans of the video games, you know why they're there, and you know the whole story behind it. But for newcomers coming in, they'll question things like, I'm not sure about this, and it's just a lot of stuff that feels like it's been left out.
Exactly.
So yeah, overall, if you're a fan of Assassin's Creed, I think it's still worth checking out.
Yeah, it's not. Again, we're not saying it's a terrible movie. We're just saying it's still kind of broken. The video game movie genre, I think, still needs that one holy grail movie to come out. Still, I wanted it to be Assassin's.
Oh yeah, especially with the Assassin's Creed, because you have the nice, talented actors like Michael Fassbender.
He's a big part in this movie, and you think he'd be able to carry it, but I guess the script, and it just wasn't. I don't know.
Yeah, it just wasn't as fleshed out as it could have been.
Yeah,
that and Jeremy Irons. and Marion Cotillard. These are all just really good actors, and they did the best they could with what they were given.
Yeah. I think they could. I wish they had a better script. I'm just frustrated about that.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm kind of sad because I was hoping this would be like the movie to do it all, but I guess that's just too much pressure on this one movie. And Ubisoft they started their own movie studio and hiring these Hollywood talent to just make a movie universe in the Ubisoft world just to get people excited. And I don't think this is going to be it. So I'm still hoping that Ubisoft is going to try to do more movies, and we'll see how the turnout is for the in terms of how much money they're making from the box office. But if this movie makes a lot of money, they'll make a part 2. They'll make it a trilogy, and then hopefully they'll be more confident in doing future movies like Splinter Cell or maybe The Division. Yeah.
I have no comment on that.
So yeah, so that's what we thought of the Assassin's Creed movie. And once you watch it, come back to this video. Let us know your thoughts. If you like this video, please give it a like. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and support us on Patreon. With that said, I'm John.
And I'm Alger.
And we'll see you guys next time.